What's going on, guys? Sam Adams here, and welcome to another episode of The Drop. And this week we have one big release alongside two pretty notable releases, including one that I believe came out earlier in the year, but it's worth talking about again. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. To kick things off this week, we have Hitman II coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. Travel the globe and track your targets across exotic sandbox locations in Hitman II. From sun-drenched streets to dark and dangerous rainforest, nowhere is safe from the world's most creative assassin, Agent 47, in the ultimate spy thriller story. So for those that may not be familiar with Hitman 2, it is essentially, as you would expect, the sequel to Hitman, the reboot that came out a couple of years back, and I will say that game was very impressive because it was deemed the best Hitman game since Hitman Absolution, and for those that have no idea what I'm talking about, that's a pretty big compliment. When it comes down to the gameplay, you quite frankly just assassinate people. You snipe them, you stab them, you poison them, whatever you have to do, whether it be alone or in a crowd, you just simply do it. And on top of that, there are new elusive targets, and the first one is Sean Bean. So if you've ever wanted to kill Sean Bean, now's your chance. I kid, but if you did want to kill Sean Bean, or if you did just want to practice your assassin skills, you can check out Hitman 2 this week when it comes out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. Next up, we have Moonlighter coming out on the PS4 and the Nintendo Switch, though it's out now on PC and Xbox One as well. During an archaeological excavation, a set of gates were discovered. People quickly realized that these ancient passages led to different realms and dimensions. Rhinoka, a small commercial village, was found near the excavation site, providing brave and reckless adventurers with treasures beyond measure. Moonlighter is an action RPG with roguelite elements that demonstrates two sides of the coin, revealing everyday routines of Will, an adventurous shopkeeper that secretly dreams of becoming a hero. And now for some features. While conducting your business in Rhinoka Village, you can put items on sale, set their price carefully, manage gold reserves, recruit assistants, and upgrade the shop. Be careful though, some shady individuals may want to steal your precious wares. Getting to know Rhinoka's residents and understanding needs of customers is crucial. Some folks may have special quests for you, requesting rare items and offering handsome rewards in return. The crafting and enhancement system is essential for your progression. Interacting with villagers is the way to craft your new armor, weapons, and enchant existing equipment. This creates a great deal of flexibility and spices up the way that equipment is used. While visiting other worlds, collect valuable resources, weapons, armor, treasures, and peculiar artifacts, then manage acquired loot using unique inventory-based abilities. Defeating various enemies and bosses, revel in the challenging and deep combat mechanics. The depth of combat depends on the interactions between weapons, timing, positioning, enemies, and environment. Feel comfortable developing your own battle style. And gates lead to different worlds. Each run is unique and forces you to take some smart decisions. You never know what you will encounter next. That's why you have to be prepared for everything. So, as I said when this game officially launched back in May, this is a very impressive game because it is essentially a one-stop shop. You do have your RPG elements with your management systems whenever you are running a shop, and then you also have the action-based kind of combat that you have whenever you are dreaming of becoming a hero. It's a fantastic little game that will tickle your itch, if you will. That's not actually a saying, but we're gonna go with it, for whatever you might be in the mood for. It's got a very fun art style. I've heard good things about the combat, and on top of that, it is coming out on the PS4 and the Nintendo Switch this week if you did want to check it out. And to be quite honest with you, it looks like a fun little indie game. Might be worth a shot. And finally, we have Grip Combat Racing coming on the PS4 and the Nintendo Switch. Grip Combat Racing is a high-octane, hardcore combat racer packing ferocious speed and armed to the teeth with heavy weapons. Evolved from the age of street racing, the world of Grip Combat Racing is brutal and cutthroat to the core. To win the race is never enough. Greatness comes from the journey and the trail of merciless destruction you unleash upon your rivals along the way. Scale walls, ceilings, and anything else you can get your tires onto as you master tantalizing tracks, tricks, and perform mind-blowing stunts to race your way across the cosmos. Customize your vehicle, utilize devastating weapons, and exploit a destructible environment to ensure not only victory, but the complete annihilation of your opponents. Harnessing gravity-defying physics alongside a bristling arsenal of outlandish weapons, Grip Combat Racing delivers the fastest, most competitive racing experience ever. Featuring a killer soundtrack, furious speeds, and intense action, Grip Combat Racing is guaranteed to generate unforgettable gaming moments, online or offline, with nail-biting split-screen racing and tournaments. When it comes to Grip Combat Racing, I was not expecting to be even remotely interested in this game. I was just going to cover it on the drop and be done with it. However, after checking out this trailer, I must admit that I'm very interested as a former fan of Jack X Combat Racing. It looks like it combines that hardcore action-packed kind of combat when it comes to racing games with something like Wipeout, where it does have that fast-paced kind of nature to it. I'm really interested in this game, and I would highly recommend at least giving it a genuine look, if nothing else. So you might want to check this one out. Again, it's coming out this week on the PS4 and the Nintendo Switch, and this one isn't going to be one that I pick up on day one, but it could be one that I pick up over the holiday season to keep myself entertained, as I do enjoy some nice turkey and dressing around that Christmas time. And so that wraps up this week's episode of The Drop. If you enjoyed this one, be sure to drop me a like down below, and in the comments section, let me know what games are catching your eye, if anything, this week. Checking out Hitman, checking out Grips Combat Racing, let me know in the comments section down below. And if you want to check out the Daily Gaming News Podcast, it's hosted over on twitch.tv/SamuelAdamsLive and then uploaded right here on youtube.com/SamuelAdamsMedia directly after the show. But that's enough of my stuff. I will talk to you guys soon, and have a fantastic rest of the week. Peace.